Who wouldn't love the dark aroma of the Cape Crusader all to themselves? Yo, what? Hello and welcome, dear Batman fanatics, to my judgment and the second top 5 video of this beloved channel, Giz Gaming. I am Barack Haley and I'll be sharing some thoughts I had over this game on my top 5 interesting things about Batman, the Telltale series. Follow through. Number 1. The perfect Bruce Wayne. We get it. Comic fans have always picked their favorites from the live-action movies of Batman, ranging from Christian Bale to Tim Burton as their favorite Bruce Wayne from the Batman movies. But what about from another unrecognized media, Batman from the scope of the Telltale developers? You see, when you make a game as ambitious as Batman Arkham games, you have to fill it with overly top-notch fighting mechanics, gorgeous display of graphics, and a meticulous crafted storyline. But what happens when you lessen the budget and the ambition of the project to leave a game developing team with nothing but multiple story material forms, the comic books for them, to display a game filled with richly detailed characters? You get a masterpiece, that's why. Which is why this brings me to my first point of recognition in the favor of this game having an interesting version of Bruce Wayne. This one interacts with people. He has dynamic relations with other people around him, and you spend most of the time as him and instead of the Batman, which helps you understand this shell of a man in a more alternate and realistic way, unlike the other versions from the past. Number 2. The depiction of Telltale's classic body language display. Another reason the story of this game feels dynamic is not only it is filled with choice-based mechanical aspects of life, but also the team behind it, this flawless masterpiece, was able to incorporate a seemingly lifelike body language animations and complex facial animations into a basic, cartoony-looking game. Telltale is majorly known for many things, but I wholeheartedly believe that they aren't given enough credit for how much work they put during characters interacting with one another. If you find any other notable games that also heavily rely on this technique, let me know down below in the comments. Number 3. Harvey Dent. Need I say more? Ever saw a very old TV show or a sitcom where you witness a seemingly bland side character outperform or outshine the main one? Now, I'm not saying this babe was the star of the show tonight, but I can. From his laid-back approach to meeting new people to his little quirks and reactions, Harvey Dent brought so much life to the first section of the game without even trying. Now, I know this might be a little stretch over here to say this game wouldn't have been this big without him, but yes, that is what I believe. Please, if you haven't done so already, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Love. Number 4. Batman from the mob's eyes. Now, during the first sections of the game, the player was introduced to Batman fighting criminals, as if the game's devs needed some type of hook for the fans of the Arkham games. Come on now. Now, this section of the game seemingly plays out the same way as any Batman encounter with criminals from any sort of the media does. But this time, since Telltale Games are not truly a quote-unquote gameplay-focused company, they chose to display Batman's fighting skills from the mob's eyes. Now, this little trick they played to keep the scene interesting might be little to look over as quote-unquote interesting part of the game, but have trust, my friend, since this vital part of the game played out a major role in setting the scene, tone, and pace of the game. Number 5. Tone and pace of the game. Which brings me to my last section of this video on things I found interesting about Batman game, which happens to be, yes, you guessed it right, the tone and the pace of the game. Like always, Telltale games are either a hit or miss, but when it comes to this baby, I see how it lands somewhere in the middle. I say this because of how the depiction of Gotham may seem boring in certain parts of the game, especially for the general audience. But bear with me here as the game slowly eases you what it feels like to be an average citizen, to be Bruce Wayne, and to be the rich inhabitants of Gotham City, which will have a deeper effect in the later stages of the game. I find the tone and pace of the game to be optimal for people who tend to enjoy slow and golden pace in games like Red Dead Redemption 2. Thank you for watching, my dear people, and if you haven't done so, please like and subscribe to my channel. Happy gaming!